Laurier football fans, it's Coach Faulds here with your Yates Cup weekly update, and I'm joined by
Josh Rietveld, offensive lineman, communications.
And Cooper Hamilton, offensive lineman, arts.
and we're coming off a 29-21 victory here in the OUA semifinals against the Queens Gales. We found ourselves down, coming off the bye week, maybe a little bit of rust. We needed to ease our way into the game, and we were down 12-3 with 4 minutes left in the second quarter before exploding to a 23 unanswered points going into halftime. Both teams in that 4-minute stretch had 3 possessions. Queens' 3 possessions saw 2 2-and-outs, one resulting in a safety, and then their third possession saw an interception by Ethan Gregorsek. Whereas our 3 possessions in that final 4 minutes were 3 touchdown passes by Taylor Elgersma. The first to Ethan Jordan, the second to Ryan Hughes, and the third to Laomi Ajutalayo. So coming off that great win, our guys are excited to go to the Yates Cup. We had our players of the week from last week on scout team on offense. That was fellow offensive lineman Liam Murphy. On defense, it was defensive lineman Alex Paletic. On special teams, it was receiver Keon Robinson. And then in terms of the game, our players of the week on offense was quarterback Taylor Elgersma. On defense, it was that interception I talked about with Ethan Gregorsek. And on special teams, once again, a huge return in the fourth quarter was running back Tayshawn Jackson. So starting with you, Cooper, a lot of teams talk about wanting to go to the conference championship. August 9th, our first day of training camp, seems like forever ago. What's it like to finally be in Yates Cup week?
It's a great feeling. Obviously, we said that at the beginning of the year that our goal is nothing less than a Van Yates Cup, and you made that train analogy that all the way we've made no stops, and this is just our next stop. But I'm so fortunate that in my 6th year and in my last year, I get to have it with a home Yates Cup.
Definitely. And speaking of a home Yates Cup, Josh, you were obviously in the Yates Cup with us last year down in London. What's the difference this year with it being at home, and what do you expect that atmosphere to be like?
Yeah, honestly, I think it's a major difference. You look at, like, Laurier has a very rich history of alumni supporting us. Coming back, we have teams from the 80s and 90s, the early 2000s, all coming to support us, and it's a beautiful moment, honestly, to see all of them come back to support us here on Saturday.
Yeah, and Laurier football fans, you're probably wondering why we're dressed up. Well, not only is it Yates Cup week, but it's OUA awards season as well, and as always, we've done quite well. So on the all-rookie team was defensive lineman Mateo LaQuintana. Second team OUA All-Star was running back Tanner Nelms. And then in terms of first team All-Stars, we had defensive back Jahari Hastings, returner Tayshawn Jackson, offensive guard Josh Rietveld, offensive tackle Cooper Hamilton, fullback Sebastian Parsalidis, receiver Raiden Thorne, receiver Ethan Jordan, and quarterback Taylor Elgersma. And then in terms of the major awards, OUA MVP for the second time in a row is quarterback Taylor Elgersma, and our staff has once again been awarded the Staff of the Year in the OUA. So a couple last questions. I'll start with you this time, Josh. For a player from Brantford, not really getting recognition along the way to all of a sudden first team offensive guard, what's that feeling like?
Honestly, it's a crazy feeling. I'm so grateful for it because, like Coach said, coming from Brantford, I didn't get the most looks. My story at Laurier has kind of been up and down, starting down scale and fighting my way for team reps. So it's a beautiful feeling, and it just encourages me to keep working harder so we win a venue.
100%. And Cooper, for you, you got a second team OUA All-Star last year. Then you got invited to Ottawa Red Blacks training camp. You decided to come back for your final year of eligibility, and now to be recognized by fellow coaches across the conference that you're a first team offensive tackle. What has this been like?
Obviously, it's great. Personally, in my goals, I know that I was a little upset that I had been a second team All-Star in years prior, but I know that I've been blessed along the way to have that experience and have that exposure and be able to go to the Red Blacks camp and learn from professionals and really learn what it is to be a pro and how to take an approach to winning in football. I'm just really blessed and fortunate to have that first team experience.
Laurier football fans, lots of excitement here around the program. We're excited to see many of you at the game this Saturday against the Western Mustangs, a sold-out crowd to watch our Hawks. For Josh Rietveld, for Cooper Hamilton, it's Coach Faulds saying, "Go Hawks, go."